Hi, my name is Antonia Viridiana Ortega. My friends call me Viri, and I am here to tell you my story of how I came to know Jesus. I was 17 years old. This was in 2003. I had been in the U.S. for 3 years. I was born in Mexico City, and 3 years before we came in 2000, my mom had migrated to the United States and left my brother and I. She came looking for a better life, and she went ahead and came by herself. But up to that point, my mom had been a single mom for already 11 years. I have a younger brother, and we went through a lot in Mexico. If you know how life is for single mothers, it's really hard, and we went through a lot not having a dad in our life. My mom struggled to provide for us. We were often in very dangerous situations and ultimately poverty. And so that's why my mom came to the United States. And later on, 3 years later, after she had come, she went and got my brother and I to come. But up to that point, when I came to the U.S., I was already 14 years old. I started high school, and I had lived up to that point. At my 14 years of life, I had already had so many relationships, boyfriend relationships, girlfriend relationships, or not boyfriend, girlfriend, but I was a girlfriend. And I was hungry. I was just broken, hungry. I didn't have a dad to protect me, so I carried a lot of marks of abuse from different people growing up, and I felt lonely more often than not. I felt unprotected, not cared for, how a little girl should be cared for. So I looked for all that attention and all that love in relationships, and none of that ever filled my life. So, and when I came to the US, I had so many problems at home. I was just so tired. So it was so hard to wake up. It was so hard to be motivated to do anything. But I didn't want to be home. So I was always doing sports, extracurricular activities. And one day I was invited to go to a dance group. And in the dance group, I met somebody who invited a lot of us dancers, students, to come and to a youth group. To church really at that time. And I went to a Bible study. And in 3 years of being in the United States, my English was so broken. I understood very, very little, and I spoke even less. But that night of prayer, I was able to understand a lot of what the pastor was ministering. And he would do a small teaching and then pray. And I felt such a joy connecting with what I was listening, which was like bread to my hungry soul. So that night I gave my life to Jesus. I said yes. And my thought, I didn't say it out loud, but my thought was, what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose. Because up to that point, my journey had been difficult. I had tried so many things. I had tried relationships. I had tried being busy as much as I could, so I didn't feel and I didn't think about what my life was like, the problems and the pain that I carried. And so giving God a chance was kind of like my last resort. And He met me. He changed my life. He filled me with peace. One of the first things I experienced was that it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I could actually rest. I could actually breathe. And I was only 17 years old. That has been almost 20, this year will be 23 years ago that I gave my life to Jesus. And my life has been so much transformed by His love. And the most important thing, that since that day, I have a Father now. And He loves me and takes care of me and fills me with so much joy and peace, and has provided and has been my rock and my strength and my protection and my provider and my healer. He is everything to me now. I am so thankful to have Jesus in my life.